8/20. September 27th. Oh, it's early. I thought I would share with you guys before I got too far into this what I'm doing. So Friday. Whoosah. Alright, y'all. This is what I got going on here. All around me. Yeah, I got my phone. And random receipt. Where did that come from? Oh, that must have came on my planner. Oh, it works. It has decimals on it. I need that. Yep, I turned it to a whole subtraction problem. But I think, yeah, that fell out of my planner the other day. Okay, because my planner is next to me. Alright, my phone. So, what I'm doing here. Planning. Gathering things for tomorrow. And, for the next couple of weeks. We work through this. Alright, the books are on my phone. They're on my Google Drive PDF. And I'm flipping back and forth between whatever. I'm getting all these notifications. But I just finished printing up some stuff. Alright. Let me show you guys what I'm flipping back between 2 and 4. There is Math Mammoth. Alright. I have all of them, tests, everything, answer keys on my Google Drive. And so I only print out what I need. And kids are working on, again, some decimals. So I just have this count money page, which is, this is a mix of 3B and 4A. Yeah, it's a mix. And this little packet I'm getting ready to staple together. Some of this is a review, but we're working with decimals, so they are going to just write the amount of money. Down here is kind of where it gets a little complicated, where they really have to think, and that's what I appreciate about Math Mammoth and the other program that I'm going to share with you guys shortly. How many bills and coins do you need to make? Okay. They first were introduced to this a few years back in Purposeful Designs Math, and I showed you guys that pretty early on. It went into things like this. I think maybe like the 3rd or 4th chapter maybe. And so they had to get really, you know, conceptual and visualize, or, you know, you can use the coins and dollars and things. But 13 cents, what do they need? How many? Obviously not a $5 bill, so 0, 0, 0, a dime, no nickels, a couple of pennies. Some kid, you know, you have to think about this. It's kind of high level. You have to think. Some kids can't, you know, visually grasp that. They have to, or can't just look at it and, you know, they have to have the actual dollar amount in front of them, or however you teach it. And then this one is they have to make change. So how many do you have to give back? If this is how much something cost, this is how much you gave. Of course, you could just set it up, but to make them actually table it, you know, and break it down by the coin, yeah, and the dollar, yeah, they could actually just write the problem down. But like I said, to break it down like that, it makes them think a little bit more. So not that much there. These 2 pages are consecutive. I only pulled up 2, and then something else. This one is money rounded to the nearest dollar, and then some word problems, which my kids love, and this lends itself to Raise. You guys know we use Raise, and Raise is all about the word problems and things like that. So yeah, these are round to the exact dollar. So 3A, no, 3B, 3B. Then I have 4A here. Discounts and differences. And this is actually where they are level-wise. Old price, new price. That type of deal. There's some word problems in here. They are filling out from the table. Ticket prices, adult day prices for more than one child. So they're going to have to add, multiply, you know, all that. It's more than one step. These are multi-step. So, yeah. And I think I did 30. This is page 30, so 2 consecutive. Okay. That's another one. So, level 4. Level 3, this is kind of like the same thing. It's a little bit more. It's building on it. So if you are using Math Mammoth, you kind of want to, I'm not saying you have to, they match age-wise or grade-wise or whatever, but you kind of want to use them so that you get used to the format, because this is different from all of the math. And I'm not saying that there are other programs that are not different from all of the math, but this is like totally different. If you have not used Math Mammoth, you have to get used to it, and you have to really look at it and kind of understand it. So when I need just some quick, you know, open and go things that I know that I have taught them some concepts, and I need something on paper for, you know, either their notebooks or documentation, whatever. This is where I go. And I, like I said, just print up only what I need. I don't have to print everything. All right, and then I found this is in the review section of 4A, and I marked it review so I can find it, because sometimes I print them out and I forget which book. Because, you know, 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, it kind of gets confusing. So I always kind of try to mark, and that's what I did. I forgot to mark the pages when I did this. But this is like a little test. So that's what I deemed it as, is a little test. Jill bought 3 baskets for $7.20 each. She paid $50. What was her change? So multi-step again. And yeah, again, this is working on getting them ready for the standardized testing and stuff like that. So I don't foresee any problem, but these are, Math Mammoth is a good mental workout. If not anything else, mental. That's some review up here. Let's see if I can see anything in this little package. I just throw in all kind of stuff, borrowing over zeros. And that is actually from 3A. Some of these we have done. I just threw back in as a review. Yeah, multiplication concepts. So I just keep things fresh with them. Comparing numbers. This is a review a little bit. Kind of. But we are working on, we're working on the, you know, this type of thing. And with the decimals and things like that, seeing how things fall. So this is in here, page 27. And I might have a page 28. Yep, consecutive. Money problem. And then they're solving for N and filling in, again, multi-step problems. The store did the inventory, fill it out. You can use a calculator. This is what's in there now on the shelf. This is what they are going to add here, and then they have to add to the 2 of them. Here's the price. So they have to put the total price after they figure out that. So this will take them a minute, and I don't require all of this, you know, to be, I'm not putting a day on this. If we get, you know, if they get this part done one day, this part the next day, this part the next day, this is like a week. It doesn't matter how we get it done. I need to make sure that these concepts are solid, is what I'm saying. So again, that's the reason why I don't have to use all of these books. And I think on average these books run probably about 60, 70 pages. So they're not very big. And they're, you know, part A and part B. So 70, that's not a whole lot. That wouldn't really take up an entire year. That's why I said break up what you need to do. And I guess this was a review or something. I don't know. Yeah, break up and use what you need. Oh no, this, I know what this was, because they saw for N. Continue the patterns. So yeah, this is what we were doing. And this is all mental. So, you know, it kind of takes them a little bit to kind of, you know, they're not using any whiteboards or any manipulatives or any, you know, fingers or anything like that to do that. And so, that's what that is. So I need to get those stapled together. I don't know what that is. But for these little guys, this is Zion. So yeah, this is pretty much to solving for N. Add and subtract, start with the bottom number. You add the number, put the number, add this number to that number. It's a chain. So that's what that is. And this is from 2, I didn't mark it, but it's from 2A. Here it is right here. 2A. So I guess her, Maria, this is a lady that developed Mammoth 2 would be grade 2. But again, however you want to use these levels. I mean, Zion is 5, but this is her work. And right now they only have, she has 2 little packets. So we're going to do some whole tens. And I'm getting ready to pull up some place value to the thousands and make a new little packet. We're also working with, I'll show you the next, our main math curriculum. So this is kind of like a little extension. Like I said, I can give them this and let them go, and I have something on some paper that I don't, you know, it just keeps them, it's kind of self-teaching. They can do it on their own, and that's how Mammoth is really set up for them to be able to do on their own. So the other program that I used, the work is done in their notebooks. They use their notebooks. That's why we use a lot of spirals. But I'm going to share that with you as well briefly, just to show you what I'm doing. I know it's long overdue. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I kind of just pull up what I need. And like I said, I have all of them. The phone is full of all of them. Tests and answer keys and all that kind of stuff. You see 7A, grade 7A. There's algebra, 6th, 5th. There's 1st grade. So this is my go-to when I need what I need. And yeah, it works. We've been doing this forever. You guys know morning work. They're yellow folders, summertime, things like that. I've been using Mammoth forever. So I have found a couple of pages that I can use on place value. This is grade 3. She has this in actually grade 2 or 3, but they're actually working on this now in grade 2. So yeah, it's just like I said, I don't put a grade. I mean, there's a grade level on these things, but work at your child's ability and place and skill, and you will find, not that it matters, but well, actually it does. I think it is important to keep up with how the standards have changed. Like these days, these kids are learning fractions like 2 grades earlier than we learned them. You know, division, multiplication, everything has been brought down because we are behind. So yeah, I need this for a 7-year-old, where normally it would be for an 8 or 9-year-old. But so this is what I'm getting ready to pull up, and I like I said, probably do the top part one day, bottom part the next day, and number 3, because these are kind of, you know, you want to make sure they get it, not overwhelm them at all. So if it takes 3 days to make sure that these are taught, you can spread it out however you want. Don't just, my goal is not to just get the page done, okay, because these are different concepts. And so we have same thing, just different order for this next page. And then this is filling out a whole chart. Some kids, this could be overwhelming. That's why I said break it up. Don't be in such a rush to get the page done. You can easily break this up. And, you know, I think it's recommended, she says, like 15 or 20 minutes or something like that. And that's it. Don't worry about trying to do everything in one day. So, there's that. There's that. And I think that's probably, and then number 5, make a number line yourself. It's only one more page. That's it. The next page is adding 4-digit numbers and columns. So I just need those couple little pages I'm getting ready to pull out and make a little packet. And if the 5-year-old can catch on to it and wants to do it, I'm going to let her have at it. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. But sometimes she wants to, you know, she can understand. And what another thing I want to say about this is I extend, that's the reason why I only break it up in little chunks. We use the base 10 blocks and things. I make them build these things. So again, we're not rushing to finish the page. I make them build. I will say stop and show me this. That way I know that they understand what 2,000, 7 ones, and 4 tens actually looks like visually after they write the number, because they have to write the number. But I want them to see, you know, quantity wise and something. Some kids are like this. Some of them, they just need the numbers. They can fill out the paper and that's it. Some of them, you know, we working on expanded form as well. So I make them write out expanded form. However you need to get it done, you know, that's what I say do. And so definitely, you know, like I said, we take our time. If they get the whole page done, if they get 2 pages done, some of them will just fly through the packets. I don't mind as long as they are getting the concepts, because when it comes to the test, I'm not going to be easy. I'm not going to give any breaks. You get what you get. If you miss, you have to get above a certain grade around here, and if not, you're going to have to retest. So I encourage them to take their time and not just rush through things. I don't want frustrated children. Right, so I'm getting ready to start off this video separately. I left you guys yesterday, or the video before this one, showing you this stuff right here. I just threw this in for the little 5-year-old, these little scoops. We also, you know, just something fun to give her, cutting and paste and all that, but also work on place value with this and teach at daycare. So that's what that is. And it's a bunch of these little things that I throw in here. So that's that. But there's my phone. Let me answer this.